What is up, people of the world? It's me, Alex Swimmer, aka I'm still doing it, aka AB Jumped. Welcome to the VLogz 127. I actually remembered the damn title this time. Because, yeah, I don't do vlogs that often anymore. The last vlog I did before yesterday's was what I talked about Isabel, and that was 2 months ago. No, it wasn't. That was a Halloween vlog. In any case, yeah, there's really only a couple things I wanted to talk about today. And, well, I'm just going to cut right to the chase. It's been 1 week since Super Smash Bros. Ultimate came out. And, yeah, I want to give you a real random fun fact real quick. This is the very first video game I ever bought on day one. And it's also the very first game I ever pre-ordered for the same reason. And, yeah, all my life I've never had that opportunity to buy a game on day one because there's plenty of Mario games I wanted to do that for, and I don't really give a crap about pre-ordering games, but I wanted to have that safety net for this game, too, and I didn't want to get the digital version because I didn't know what the file size of this game would be. So yeah, there's that. Seriously, this game has to be like 30 gigabytes in size. Super Smash Bros. For Wii U, the file size of that game was 15 gigabytes roughly. So yeah, that, and I can only imagine. I've been wondering that since day one, but it's been a great time. It's such a great game. I mean, you don't need me to tell you that, but what I will tell you is that for me, it only took a couple of days to unlock all the characters, and there were a couple of times where I died to a couple of characters. I died to Ridley multiple times, unfortunately, but I think there was an update to where I think one of the things that was in the most recent update 1.2.0 is that changed the difficulty for you unlocking fighters. I don't know if they made them easier or harder. I don't remember, or I don't know if they set outright which one it is, but either way, it wasn't as strenuous to unlock characters as I thought, and yeah, I did find out the secret fast unlocking method from both Zero and Game Explained, but I decided not to do that unless I absolutely needed to. And yeah, or by any chance if I'm in the future and for for some reason I would need to get all the characters right away, or if I got the game a second time or something like that. I'm just throwing an example. But even so, at first I was sort of resentful about that idea of having to unlock characters from the start, because yeah, when I found out that if all the stages were unlocked from the start, then why in the hell would you need to unlock all the characters? Well, I found out for one, it's bad for both rookies and veterans. So, newcomers and veterans, I should say, to the series. For newcomers, people would have no idea where to start if the entire roster was available from the start. And for veterans, veterans would only pick like a handful of characters if everyone was locked for the start, because by having only the roster from the N64 game available at the start, that allows the player to actually spend time with each character and see how every one of them operates. And me right now, I still haven't gotten to play as every single character. I played as all the newcomers at this point. I played as all a good majority of the cut veterans, but I still have not played as all 76 characters. Yeah, it it takes a lot of time. And yeah, I haven't even touched World of Light yet, and I barely scratched the surface with this game. But I know there's even more great stuff to come. The brand new one of the first new fighters for the fighter pack. The fighter's pass was unveiled like 30 minutes before the game even launched at the Game Awards, which I predicted something. I predicted some kind of Smash Bros. Announcement was going to be made at the Game Awards. And it turns out my prediction was true. I wasn't sure what I almost thought that was going to be a ridiculous prediction, but it wound up happening, and we have our first character for the File Pack unveiled being Joker from Persona 5, which I'll give you another random fun fact. Xander Mobus is actually the voice of Joker, so this marks the first time that the announcer slash the voice of Master and Crazy Hand for any games actually gets to voice a playable character. Now, I did not know that until after reading up about it on the Smash Wiki, because I know jack shit about Persona 5 or the Persona series in general. So it was it was really cool to learn that, actually. And once I read that in hindsight, I was like, I thought that guy. I thought Joker sounded familiar in his shadow form or ghost form or whatever. I thought that voice sounded familiar to me, but in any case, I'm looking forward to learning more about the series and getting to play this character, because apparently Relax Lax predicted this character, and he was on point with that. I'm still holding true, and for my prediction, I still want Crash Bandicoot. Andre from Game Explained still wants Gino. I mean, I want Gino too, but Crash Bandicoot's my number one. Gino's like number two, but yeah. Although now that I think about it, I think K. Rool was Andre's number one. Well, he got one of his characters in the game, and so yeah, it's hard to please everyone with this game, but it's still a fantastic game nonetheless, and I look forward to continuing to play it. And I still have not tried every single feature yet. Like, hell, I haven't even tried Stage Morph yet. So yeah, I don't know what else to say, other than I guess I should move on to the next topic. Now, I'm not going to spend too much longer on this topic, and that is YouTube Rewind 2018. Yeah. This is a whole another can of worms, because yeah, this actually funny enough, it became the most disliked YouTube video of all time, even surpassing Justin Bieber's Baby. Yeah. Because it generated more dislikes in less than a week than Justin Bieber's Baby in its lifetime, since it's been up on YouTube for like 8 years, I think. I don't fucking know. I don't like Justin Bieber. No one likes Justin Bieber. I'm being for real with you. That's not just me shitting on him. No one likes Justin Bieber. I'm not. That's not my opinion. That's a fact. I mean, it shows on YouTube, like I just said, the like to dislike ratio for that video. And yeah, why was this YouTube video disliked? Well, I actually found out why from a bunch of different people, and because I needed I need everyone else's I need to hear everyone else's opinion, so I could get more insight onto the situation as to why Rewind 2018 sucked this year. And what I found out was very interesting. And yes, I have to get another cough drop. Yeah, I'm not going to keep that secret from you guys. I mean, and also have to shave. But anyway, I found out why YouTube Rewind sucks this year. And it's because of the fact that YouTube, for this year, put on this image of, only showing off montages of stuff in the video that was advertiser friendly. And I think MKBHD explained it best and in most detail about that whole situation. And YouTube has sort of changed itself for better or worse. It sort of sees itself in a different light than how we, the YouTube community, see YouTube. And, I mean, in my opinion, YouTube Rewind used to be fucking awesome. Like, the very first one was in 2011. That one is the very shortest and yet the most simplest. It was literally just a top 10 of the most liked videos for that year, hosted by Rebecca Black, and ended with her video being number one. Now, I actually didn't really watch that one because I didn't find out about Rewind's existence until 2012. Now, what a great fucking first impression for me, that was. I mean, holy shit! I fell in love with that video, and I just had seeing all those people there, and it was a lot less time than I thought. It was only like 4.5 minutes, and yeah, I haven't rewatched all of them, but I only MKBHD he told us about each of the rewinds up until this point in more in detail, and talked about the length of time and for all of them as well. And yeah, I guess short equals sweet, but and then 2013, 2014 are even more montage based. Yeah, that's a mouthful. And have even more people in there, but it has more meme worthy content and more relevant content for those years of YouTube, because the old YouTube rewinds just felt more fun in that regard. And now 2015's was also a celebration of YouTube's 10-year anniversary, so that one was pretty cool from what I remember. I can't hardly remember that one anymore. 2016 one I don't really remember. I think that one was all right. I think after 2015 is when they sort of started to go downhill for me. Like, they weren't for me personally, they weren't terrible yet, but yeah. So yeah, 2011's never watched it, but I've seen a little bit of it today from MKBHD's description on the whole YouTube Rewind spiel. And that one seemed very just, short and sweet from what I've been told. And 2012 to 2000, yeah, the years of 2012, 2013, and 2014 were fucking awesome. Almost epic, I'd say. And 2015, that one was pretty good from what I remember. A celebration of 10 years of YouTube. And 2016's, I don't remember that one at all, but it seemed fine from what I can sort of remember. And last year's was pretty good too. Although, to my understanding, last year's was the first one to get any sort of backlash. And, it's funny. Ever since 2012, I added every single YouTube Rewind to my favorites playlist. Because, they were just that damn good to me. Even the ones that were only half good, I still added to favorites because I still thought they were, well produced enough. And last year's was pretty good. Now this year, I broke that tradition. I didn't want to break that tradition, but I did, because I did not like this year's YouTube Rewind either. There was a lot of disconnect. I hardly knew who anybody was. That's another thing with the old YouTube Rewinds. I knew who most of everyone was in the older ones. Save for a select few people. This year, and even the last couple years, I don't know absolutely everybody. And this year, I'm not the only one who can attest to this. Other people can too, such as Etika and Rich from Review Tech USA. They can attest to this as well. None of us know who absolutely everybody is. In fact, most people in those videos, we don't know who they are. We only know who a select few people in this year's Rewind were. And none of us understood what the hell was even going on or what was referenced in this year's Rewind. And I also this year had some special guests that weren't relevant to YouTube, like some John Oliver and Trevor Noah and Will Smith. I mean, he had a YouTube channel for a little bit. I mean, and also YouTube Rewind, even the good ones had special guests back in the day, like Cookie Monster and Big Bird and Stephen Colbert. I think was last year's guest. And yeah, so I mean, I don't have a problem with special guests showing up, but for this year's Rewind, I can agree with the fact that there was just so much disconnect this year, and that this one was just so it did not please the fans at all. It was just it was mostly cringe, and it was because of the fact that it did not delve into any controversial topics, because in order to remain friendly to advertisers. That's why they had the special guests, Trevor Noah and John Oliver, so that they look good for advertisers. And yeah, because that's why I found out the past few days. Now it's funny, I originally did a reaction video to the Rewind itself, but I recorded my whole reaction and everything. And yeah, but I decided to scrap it at the end of the day. Because you know what? It's just not worth it. I guess. I mean, there were a few people who I did scream out in happiness for this year's Rewind. The animators, Lucas the Spyder in particular. Like, I did not expect him to show up in there. Like, that sort of brought back that personally brought back what YouTube Rewind used to be, at least to me. I got retro Rewind vibes from that exact moment, but because yeah, he made his debut this year as a character. And yeah, my little sister loves Lucas the Spyder. And yeah, I love Lucas the Spyder as well. He's awesome. He's adorable. And this year was the second year in a row to have YouTube animators. That's another thing about last year's Rewind. It was the first year to have an entire group of animators. And yeah, but even those weren't enough to... not even those people were enough to make the entire Rewind good or even decent, because yeah, it was, in a nutshell, this year's Rewind was as bad as everyone said it was, and the statistics show, yeah, they're not fucking good. And my overall opinion, YouTube Rewinds, I used to always look forward to them every single year. Now, I hope YouTube can, you know, do Rewinds the old-fashioned way starting next year. I don't know if they'll decide to do that. What I'm getting at is, YouTube Rewind started off strong, and now they're falling flat on their fucking face. Those videos. You could say YouTube is as well, but who am I to judge? I'm just one guy, but I hope you enjoyed this little discussion by me. And if you like this video, then don't forget to subscribe. And before I forget, I need to show off the random object of the day. And it's really cool. I want to show you some. Now, as with most pre-order bonus, I swear I cannot talk in this fucking video today. Just take a deep breath, and it'll all be okay. Now, you guys probably noticed, but most pre-order bonuses are either too damn gimmicky or they're just sort of stupid and sort of suckish all around. This one is an obvious exception because yeah, this was the pre-order bonus you would get from GameStop for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And I gotta say, it's a really awesome little mini poster. It's not a full-size poster like I thought it was going to be, but it's still an awesome thing to have nonetheless. It's very glossy. I still have to hang it up somewhere in my room because yeah, there's a lot of posters in my room now. And this apartment marks the first living space in which I was able to plaster a bunch of posters at all for the first time. And this also has the Super Smash Bros. Logo on the back, because yeah, on the front it has none other than the brand new version of Final Destination. Yeah. I think I am done with this video. I didn't mean for it to be this long, but I was always planning on recording for like 5 minutes, and here we are. Well, if you liked this video, then don't forget to subscribe. Be sure to stay tuned for some gaming videos. Yeah, I have those to work on. I have a lot of those pre-recorded for Super Mario Bros. X The Invasion 2. Look forward to that within the next coming days, throughout the whole month, really. Stay tuned for more taste test videos, and also stay tuned for a review of the newest Lighthouse graphic novel, Alone in the Dark. Yeah, be looking forward to that. And alright, that's it for me. I'm Alex Wimmer, aka AP3 Jumped. I hope you guys liked this video, and that's it for me, and I will see you soon. Goodbye. It's very hard to say who my new favorite character in Ultimate is. But regardless, I'm having a fun time with absolutely every single last one of them. Yeah.